Welcome to A Time Like This podcast. We're your hosts, Nia
and Kaya. We're two young women navigating through adulthood, sharing our thoughts and opinions on this crazy world we live in.
In this show, we get into it.
Y'all ready?
Let's go.
Welcome back, y'all. It's time to
clock in. So let's get into it. Oh, let me not smile too much because my face about to crack. Snap one pop.
Hey guys.
What it do, y'all?
I'm saying we are finally back. Finally.
I mean, it was worth the wait because, we had to get our stuff together,
Honestly, it wasn't even that long if you think about it. It was like 3 months.
Oh, yeah. 3 months is not that long. That's like almost half a year.
Yeah, no.
That's a long time.
No, it's not because we usually go on a break for like a good month. So it's only like
2 more months. Yeah. Well, it's good to be back now.
It is. It feels good. Like, I low-key kind of miss the routine. Like, I feel like since we stopped filming, and after December, obviously, like, my life has, like, come to, like, a standstill.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have saved a lot of money. That's for sure.
I wish I was like you, girl.
But, yeah, I've honestly just been at home doing schoolwork, traveling back and forth to D.C., but... So I'm kind of happy that we're filming again because it kind of gets me back into the routine of, like, doing things.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel like I don't know. Last year was so, like, fast-paced. I feel like I was on the go. Yeah. But, like, this year, even if we didn't film, we still had to drop some episodes, I believe. Oh, no, our last episode was dropped on, like, New Year's Eve. But I feel like it was, like, a little bit more calm. And I feel like it's going to be, like, the same thing with us recording now because, we got our stuff together a little bit where we changed the format up, more audio, less visual, just to see how everything is going to flow.
Yeah.
But
and also because, like, we know we're starting the year out with nobody leaving us. It's kind of easier because, we could just go back and forth with our schedule. We have, like, literally a whole calendar planned out until the end of next month.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So we're doing pretty good. But...
What's good, sis?
Let's actually get into today's podcast. Right. So, like, what's good, sis, Neil?
So, I don't have a lot, actually, since, we're already going to drop our live before this episode even drops. So, I'm just going to say a couple of things that's really been going on with my life. So, I want to start out with my health journey. Mm-hmm. As y'all know, I was struggling to stay in the gym and eat the right foods last year. So this year I really started off really well. Like I meal prep maybe the whole month of January. I was working out 5 times a day. And right now I feel like I'm almost to my goal. Only thing is I just want to grow my butt just a little bit more. I know you're talking about that. I want to grow my butt just a little bit more.
That booty is booty in, guys. I just want to say.
It might be booty in, but I want to grow it just a little bit more. Yeah. Because I don't know. That's just the way that's the way I wanted to grow. Yeah. But I fell off a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. But I'm getting back on track. As you can see I got my little gym fit on. Kai got her gym fit on because she can't fit the gym. But other than that, I'm reading more. I'm trying to read a book every month. I was slack in February because life was lifing and I put my February book in March right now. And then the other thing is living my life to the fullest. Last year I felt like I was basically so cheap and not trying to, because I'm trying to save up for an apartment still. And the housing market is still not the best. So I don't know if I'm going to get one this year, if I'm just being honest with myself.
Yeah.
So, trying to live my life to the fullest. I'm going to the Beyonce concert. We're going to the Beyonce concert. I want to go to Drake, but Drake is smoking dick with them prices.
But listen, we might go. You never know what God has in these plans for us, okay?
We might, but I ain't paying for that first, I ain't paying for $100. Because if I'm going to a Drake concert, I want that nigga to sweat on me.
I don't know about that one now, but okay.
I want to feel the gust of wind when he walks by.
You want to feel him go you want to feel his breath on you. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it.
But that's a little bit about catching up with me. What's up with you, girl?
I've been really good, guys. Since we stopped filming, obviously you guys know Kenny's back because you guys seen him the last time. But yeah, he lives in DC now, so I've honestly been traveling back and forth from Atlanta to DC, which is kind of fun. Nia made fun of me the last time, but I really like DC, guys.
Because DC is...
No, DC is...
Crusty.
Hold on now.
Literally, the only part about DC that looks good is where the presidential areas, the government areas.
That is a lie. That is a lie, okay? But I really like DC. I enjoy going to DC. I obviously enjoy hanging out with Kenny. So there's that. I obviously still have school. School is kicking my butt. It is kicking my butt. And yeah, same like Nia was saying about her health journey. My health journey recently just started again. I've been in the gym for like every day.
Okay.
For a good 2 months almost, like every day. I've skipped like 3 days, but I've really
Wait, every day, like 7 days?
Yes, like 7 days. I've been in the gym. Like I said, I've skipped like 3 days. Mm-hmm. I really eat healthy, guys. Like, it's no joke. And honestly, I've always eaten healthy. I just think when you think about it, it seems harder.
Right.
But yeah, I don't really meal prep. I kind of just
go to flow.
Yeah, I kind of just make what I have to make. My favorite meal currently for lunch is eating light ranch with raw vegetables. Yeah. It's delicious.
You know, she was just saying how she doesn't eat vegetables all the time, but she was telling me how she eats. She basically said she doesn't eat vegetables all the time, but after her telling me that, she said she eats a vegetable every day.
I guess I don't eat as many vegetables as I would like to eat. Yeah. Like, I do eat, like, the one vegetable I eat all the time is cucumbers.
Yeah, cucumber.
And peppers, orange peppers, because I dip it in my ranch, and it's so good, guys. You definitely have to eat orange peppers with, I guess you could use regular ranch. I use light ranch, but
some people use what is it, cream cheese, like they make a cream cheese mixed with like
yeah, I try to use like really low calorie things. Like, I've been eating a lot of, the only hot sauce I've been eating is sriracha. Oh, because it has no calories in it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Hot sauce has calories in it? Is my face peeling?
Yeah.
Oh.
By your lips. Oh, yeah, Nia got a chemical peel.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Oh, yeah, I didn't even say that. Like, I was really, like,
not
struggling.
Sunburned.
It's not sunburn. It's not sunburn. I was really, well, if y'all know me, and if y'all been watching a podcast, y'all know I have, like, I don't want to say talk down on myself, but I always talk down on myself. And one of my biggest insecurities was my face. And, like, the breakout marks, and I can't stop popping my pimples. After this, I'm not popping my pimples no more, but I can't stop popping my pimples. So I just had like a lot of like dark marks on my face, and also trying to get my face together, I was using so many products that was actually like really not, they were just clashing together. So I was having like yellow patches, light patches, dark patches on my face. So I ended up getting a chemical peel. And right now I am shedding.
She is definitely shedding.
I'm shedding right now. And I also got laser hair removal because another thing I was insecure about was my peach fuzz and the hair that grew on my face. Mm-hmm. And the more I shaved it, the more it created like quaters, dark marks and quaters, and, you know, just a lot of discoloration on my face. So yeah, I got that. I'm really excited to see the results. I might get another one. I might get a touch-up one maybe later this year, but I also have to get 3 more treatments of laser hair removal. So
yeah, well, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It's not fun with the money.
I can't imagine. I don't know. Like, for me, I feel like since I've been like eating healthier and drinking a lot of water, like my skin is not so bad. Like, I suffer from dark marks because obviously I'm very light. Yeah. So, you know, like I could just but I'm really good at not picking my face. So
yeah, even still, it's hard not to pick my face because she was like, do not peel the skin off. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're telling me that.
I'm really good with not picking my face because my mom was like, growing up, my mom was the type of person, if you had a pimple, she would literally grab you and like doctor your pimple and would like tell you not to pick your face. Yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty good with not picking my face.
Well, that's good. But that's enough about us. Let's get into this week's weekly affair.
So,
what are we talking about this week, girl?
This week we are talking about the feud between Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber.
Okay.
So a little backstory. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we know Selena Gomez dated Justin Bieber, and allegedly, Hailey Bieber started messing with Justin.
I believe it.
I believe it too, but at that point, like, you can't just blame Hailey, right? Like, you have to blame Justin too.
I mean, yeah, no, he's at fault too, but you know.
Exactly. But anyway, allegedly, Justin and Hailey were messing with each other while Selena was with Justin. And you guys, like, if you guys know the relationship, you know, like, Justin was suffering and, like, Selena was really there to support him. And she also went through, like, a phase where she had to go rehab and stuff like that. So,
I feel like that's the situation for a lot of those younger stars.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, like, you go from an everyday life to, like, where you can't even go to the grocery store.
Right. I recently saw a video of Michael Jackson, I don't know if you've seen it, but I saw a video of Michael Jackson, and he was like, one of his dreams in life was to go to the grocery store like a regular person.
I was watching.
Made it private.
Yeah, I was watching something with like Kylie Jenner and her mom. They were sitting in the car, and then she was like, "I wish we could just do normal things, like pick our own groceries out, like go to the grocery store." And like, we don't realize like how it's just like so normal. Like, I hate going to the grocery store sometimes. I'm like, I have to beg myself. I'm like, Kyle, get out of bed. I have to go to the grocery store.
I ain't gonna lie, I love going to the grocery store.
Really? I do not like it. Like, same thing with the gym. If I don't go early in the morning, yes, guys, I go to the gym like first thing in the morning.
Oh, I wish I was like
If
you.
I didn't do that, I would never go to the gym.
Really?
Same with the grocery store.
Dang, I love all that stuff. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I feel bad for them because I like going to the grocery store just because, like, I don't know, I just love food. I love food, and I love picking out my own food, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna cook this week?
Yeah.
Go to the grocery store. Ooh, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that.
I definitely Instacart a lot.
Really?
All the time, every week, once a week, yes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, like
you need to trade places with Kylie and them.
Yeah. Well, they have chefs, so they don't necessarily like have to Instacart anything.
Oh yeah, even that, I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't. If I was rich, I wouldn't care about, like, now that I experienced it, I wouldn't care about going grocery shopping. If somebody come to my house and cook and they want to cook for me, girl.
I don't care about the grocery store so much, but the cooking part, no, I would definitely want to cook. I mean, I don't mind if someone cook for me every now and again.
Oh,
well,
you
like
cook.
cooking.
Yeah, you cook.
So
let's get back on track. Let's get back.
So anyway, so that's like what happened with. So anyway, what's happening recently is Selena Gomez posted something about like over laminating her eyebrows, and then Kylie Jenner and Hailey Bieber like went on a FaceTime, and then they posted like a screenshot of their FaceTime only of their eyebrows.
Down, baby.
Sorry, only of their eyebrows. Kylie Jenner and Hailey Bieber say it's nothing. Like, it has nothing to do with what Selena posted. But with all the backstories, it's kind of like a given.
Yeah.
It's kind of like obvious. So now people are calling Kylie Jenner and Hailey Bieber bullies.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot about it on Twitter. I don't know too much about like the backstory of Justin Bieber and all that stuff. I do know they were dating, and they were the it couple. And then honestly, I don't even know where Hailey Bieber came from. I just know one day he just married her. Yeah. So
me too. I was like, did they even date?
That's what I'm saying. Like, who is Hailey Bieber? Like,
apparently they met at a church event.
Oh, really?
And Justin Bieber was like, it was kind of set up. Like,
no, I was literally going to say that. That sounds like something set up, because on Twitter I've seen like how Hailey basically mimics Selena Gomez.
Dude, that's what people were saying. Like, I was watching a whole bunch of shit about it. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry for my language. And they were saying that, like, Hailey Bieber would drive by Selena Gomez's house.
Really?
But that is so creepy.
They would drive by her. She would drive by her house or what?
I don't know. Just to drive past the house. Like, that is, like, to me, if you have the guy that I was, like, madly in love with, what are you doing? Leave me alone. Because you won, right? Like,
I think she wants to tear. I think it's not about winning. I think it's about like wanting to tear her down. You know, it's not the guy isn't enough. I want you to feel like I want to see you feel.
But that, and also I think Selena is just such like, and I don't know her like firsthand, but you could just see she's a genuine person. And I think like Hailey Bieber obviously is just Hailey Bieber, you know. So, I mean, Selena Gomez will kind of always be the shit over Hailey Bieber.
I mean, she will.
Exactly. So.
They did lose a lot of. You was telling me yesterday they lost a lot of like fan base.
Yeah. Kylie Jenner and Hailey Bieber.
Both of them, yeah.
They lost a lot of followers, and then
Selena.
Just yesterday, Selena was made the first female to hit 400 million followers.
Which is crazy, because I thought Beyonce would like...
Girl!
Yeah.
No, Kylie Jenner was the one that had the most followers.
Really?
Before, yeah.
Damn, Beyonce blackness just can't escape her.
I mean, the thing about IG and stuff is like the relevancy. Like, as much as Beyonce is Beyonce, she's like the shit girl. She'll always be the girl. She's not very relevant to today's life.
Oh, I guess.
Like, Kylie Jenner is very relevant in terms of style.
Oh, yeah.
And just like, you know.
People can see more of her life, yeah.
Exactly. So that's why she'll always have like a lot more followers. Beyonce is very private. And when you're private, not many people want to follow you because there's not much to hear about you.
Yeah. But she do post like often. She posts like every day.
But about certain things. Kylie Jenner's whole life is out there.
Yeah.
So it's kind of easier to like keep up with her. You know, keeping up with the Kardashians.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yep, girl.
Well, that whole feud is really just...
Yeah, I feel like it's so childish. Like, leave Selena Gomez alone. Like, really. Like, I feel like Hailey Bieber is threatened by Selena.
I mean, she is. It's clear to see that she is.
And it's so crazy to me that people with so much money still have time. for such
girl. I mean, like what you mean they have time? Like they got all this money, they got time to do whatever they want.
If Nia and I were fighting today, I would literally say, Nia, you're working on my nerves, and tomorrow we kissing each other. Okay, like done. We have no time to argue. Like I am not posting on social media. Your mama's a fat cow. Okay.
Oh my gosh, Kaya, leave it in 2022.
I just had to. It just came out. It was so funny. But yeah.
That's enough about Miss Bieber and Miss Selena, Miss Gomez, and what's her name? Jenner.
Kylie Jenner.
On. Yeah, Kylie Jenner. Let's move on to our topic of the day, which is a crazy. We don't. You know what's crazy about this topic? I mean, what? We don't have. Oh, what's crazy about this segment? We don't have a name for it. I was gonna ask you.
Actually,
okay.
I do have a name for it.
Okay.
I named it Therapists Decline Male Clients.
Okay, we'll go for it. I meant the actual segment, like the whole general segment.
Oh, no, girl. I just have a...
Remember we was talking about, like, tea time or something like that?
Main topic for... No, it's called... Oh, you mean it's called What's on Your Mind?
Oh, my God.
Girl, not you forgetting.
I forgot, yeah. Okay, so what's on your mind? Let's get to what's...
Well, since this was like a topic Nia brought up, I'm going to let Nia start us off.
Okay. Well, today's topic is... Girl, I just forgot what you said. You said...
Therapist declines male clients.
Therapist declines male clients. And this has literally started a gender war on... mainly Twitter, I want to say, but I've seen a little bit on Instagram as well. But it has started a complete gender war on Twitter. So it is about this licensed mental health therapist named Nicole Lewis. And I'm actually going to read the tweet that sparked the whole thing. Yeah, the whole feud.
Yes.
So Nicole put on her Instagram. Excuse me.
On the Twitter.
Nicole put on her Twitter. And I read, and I quote, I'm no longer accepting male clients. They get in my email inbox and want me to prove why they should choose me as a therapist. No scheduled consultations or nothing to see if we are a good fit. I'm not the one or the two to prove my worth to anyone, period. And she said, we would not work well together because you already trying me. And I'm not above going off on nobody. If you trying me before the therapeutic relationship starts, I know you out here being a menace to folks, and that's not going to activate my nervous system. So that's a wrap. Sorry, y'all. The it's really small, so it was a tough time reading that. But that sparked a whole debate with everyone on Twitter, and she has been facing a lot of backlash with male clients, and I'm so sad to say this, specifically Black men.
I'm going to add something in before you go on.
Yeah.
I obviously read the tweet, and I obviously always read the comments. And I found a really powerful comment. It's maybe like the fourth comment. Mm-hmm. And someone stated, not in these exact words, but very similar, that exclusion is not always discrimination. And it isn't. Because what happened, someone is questioning her ability of being a therapist.
Right.
And that is just absolutely wrong. If I was in school for 4+ years to be where I am today, you cannot question me. Mm-hmm. You're not going to question your doctor. Right? So
let me tell you this. I kind of understand where they're coming from when they're asking her about her credentials. I wish she would have put something on Twitter, like maybe like what they've been asking her, because if they've been asking her some outrageous things, like if they ask her one question like, hey, how long have you been doing this? Where'd you go to school? This, that, and the third. That's fine to me. But if they're like badgering her about like proving who she is, seeing all her papers, this, that, and the third, then that's another thing. Because at the same time, like I just got my chemical pill or whatever. And one of the things that I wanted to ask her, but I was kind of scared to ask her since this thing sparked on Twitter is, how long have you been doing this? But she ended up bringing it up herself. But at the same time, it's like, if somebody about to get in your head, you want to know their credentials a little bit.
Yeah, but like she states on a tweet that these people haven't even done a consultation with her. So they're literally just looking her up and like, oh, she looks young. She's a female. She's a black female. I need to ask questions first. So
you're right, because I was in a consultation.
If you just look at someone and you're already like sketchy about it, that's on you. You know, you need to come forth and go to your consultation. Like, just for anything, you're not just gonna find a heart surgeon and be like, open me up. You know, you're gonna go for your consultation and you're even gonna get a second opinion.
Right.
So that's definitely on them. It's not on her. And she doesn't have to prove herself as a therapist until such.
And so the consultation.
Exactly. That. And also, like, I don't know if this is what you're trying to say, where she had to basically like show that these people are asking those things. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, like if they were like asking her for all her documents, then I understand like how her frustration.
The thing about that, what I'm asking you, were you saying that she had to prove it on Twitter that people were saying these things?
No, what I'm saying is I wish she would have put example of what people were asking her.
Okay, because at the same time, like she also, as much as she's sharing her frustrations, she also has to be careful of what she says and how she says it, because that can be a backlash on her. She could lose her license for that.
Mm-hmm. Even if they're not her client?
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like, I don't know if you guys know about what happened with the nurses. Sometime last year, nurses were having, like, there was this trend in the hospital.
Oh, yeah, on TikTok.
Yeah, where like nurses were like expressing their frustrations. They didn't mention their clients. Their badges weren't shown. Hospital wasn't shown, and they all lost their jobs.
Good, because I saw some of them things.
But it's the same thing like this. You have to be careful of what you say, because in this situation, she's not giving an example of exactly what they're saying, but if she goes too deep into what they say, she can lose her license. She can lose her, like, not practice anymore. So you definitely have to be careful of what you say and how you say it. So that's why she worded it the way she did, without like saying too much, you know?
Yeah. That makes sense. And the reason I'm feeling for her, and a lot of women on not even just women and men, because you know women and men are experiencing this, but a lot of mainly women, is because it's like your own community. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like I'm pretty sure there are a couple of other races who are giving her backlash as well. But what I've been seeing on Twitter is nothing but black men just bashing her for her wanting, for her preference. There are men. I mean, there are women-only gyms out there. There are women-only freaking hospitals. There are women-only clubs. There are women-only book clubs. But just because this therapist comes out and says she's feeling uncomfortable and she's feel like people are putting her down and questioning her ability to do something, y'all gonna come at her? Exactly. And y'all weren't even gonna be one of her patients.
Exactly. And the thing is, even if she accepted you as a patient after that, how do you expect her to sit there comfortably and help you?
Right.
Knowing that you don't trust her. Right. Or knowing that you questioned her authority.
Right. And the thing is, she didn't say like she wasn't going to accept any more male clients at all. Like, well, not accept any more male clients, but her current male clients are still going to be able to come to her, but she's not going to accept new male clients. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's not like she's not taking men at all.
Existing clients.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So like, what are you really mad about? Were you actually going to get therapy? No.
Yeah, and just like the comment says that exclusion is not always discrimination. She's not discriminating against males, because if she was, she would say that males don't want or don't need therapy.
Right.
Or she was saying that these specific males that are questioning her don't need therapy. Which to a certain extent, if you coming at your therapist, that like someone you thinking of becoming your therapist, if you're questioning them like that, then what are you actually doing? Because just like she says in the comments, if you can come at her like that, you're definitely messing around in the streets.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I mean, my opinion on it is I understand where she's coming from. Yeah. Like, I don't think she's discriminating against men. I just think it's her opinion.
What she's experienced.
And exactly, because they're blatantly disrespecting her. They're disrespecting her occupation. You know, she is a therapist. She went to school for this.
Like, licensed.
She's a licensed. Exactly. So no, it's the same thing like a children's hospital. If you are one day over 18 and they don't accept you, you older than 18, right, they're not going to accept you. Like, no one is discriminating against you.
Right, it's just
just the policy. Exactly. And that is her policy. Just like some therapists only see women, some therapists only work on speech. Like, that has now become her policy because of the situation people have put her in. Therapists move locations because, I don't know, maybe office got broken into 5 times.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that they don't want to help the people in the community. It just means it's not safe for their business to do it. So it's just a policy change.
Yeah. And then another sad thing that I saw like during this whole gender word trend or whatever is the amount of specialists and professionals who have come out saying, you know, their experience. I've seen people, I'm going to do a list, and it's not even the whole list of people I've seen. And I don't know if you've seen people, but I've seen realtors, I've seen waxers, I've seen masseuse. In the crazy parts, those are not, I don't want to say normal, but those are like, okay, you would think you would see those. The ones that are even crazier, animal shelters. I've seen nurses, urologists, and freaking morticians. Yeah. Like morgues.
I mean, like I was telling you before, like when we were discussing topics and stuff, like part of it is also, again, it goes back to respect. Like sometimes men don't even know when is the right time to approach you. Like a realtor, for example, I am here on business showing you a house. Mm-hmm. And in your head, you're thinking about how fine I'm looking and that you want my number. Do you know how you put me in first of all, a very complicated situation because I am at work. And again, it all goes back to I can lose my job for this. Mm-hmm. And that is not what a man is thinking about. And I'm not saying it's just men. I'm not saying that. But 9 times out of 10, a woman is not going to approach you when you're on the clock. Mm-hmm. You know, like same thing at the gym. Like I go to the gym every single day. Oh my goodness. But when it's that time of the month, I feel so uncomfortable. I feel like every single person is looking at me. And I know it's just in my head. But there are also days.
No, girl. Do not let these TikTok trends fool you. They are looking at you.
But there are also days when I'm out on that time of the month. But I feel like someone will choose to use the treadmill next to me because they think it's going to give them an opportunity to talk to me. Mm-hmm. Like,
do you have your headphones in?
Yeah, I always have my headphones in. I remember just last week, I'm really tiny, right? So I literally have to adjust all the machines because I'm so tiny. And one of the machines always is like jammed. So like you have to like wiggle it to like adjust it. Mm-hmm. And there was this guy, he always is at the gym with me in the morning and he's always looking at me and I just smile at him to be friendly. And he ran over to come and help me.
He was like, she's not me. She's not me. Oh my God.
She needs me. Dear Lord, you answer my prayers. You know, and I was like, I got it. Like, as soon as he got to me, like, I got it. And I could see from the corner of my eye, so baby, I was like, yanking the thing. I even hurt my leg, but I was like, no, God, leave it alone. Like, just like you, I am in here to become fit and be healthy. Like, I don't care about you. I'm not in here for you.
Yeah.
That's why even like, to a certain extent, sometimes I even watch what I wear to the gym.
Girl.
Because like, I don't want to be seen. I just want to walk in there, get what I need to get, and just leave.
Yeah, because the gym is like, for some people, for a lot of people, the gym is like therapy. I know,
exactly,
especially for me.
It is. That's how I start my day.
That's how I end my day. I'm like, okay, I had a rough day. Let me go to the gym, get this burn in. And I feel you on, you know, when I first got to the gym, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to wear this because I don't want too much attention. And then I was just like, one day, I was like, fuck it. Like, I'm just going to wear what I want to wear. And you can tell the difference between one day when you go in the gym looking crazy and then the next day you go in the gym looking like, you know, not even a bad bitch, just a pretty girl. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
just the attention you get.
That's what I'm saying. The attention you get is just insane. I even started wearing headphones. I usually wouldn't wear headphones to the gym because for some reason, like, the headphones just throw me off track. Like, even like if I'm on a treadmill and I have my headphones on, I like focus on my breathing because I make sure I'm not breathing too loud, make sure I'm not stepping on it. Like, but then I was just like, forget it, because it's like, if I have my headphones in, nobody's gonna talk to me. Like, somebody literally came up to me like last month when I didn't have headphones. That's when I started wearing headphones like
2 weeks ago. A week ago.
Yeah. And somebody came up to me while I was on the treadmill. I didn't have headphones on, and they were talking to me like while I'm running. Like, dude, like,
you don't see me running? You don't see me out of breath running? Right. You think I still have time to talk to you? No,
That's what I'm saying. And then another dude came up to me while I was literally, this was so uncomfortable. Another guy came up to me while I was doing leg day. And my leg day activities were single leg hip thrust or whatever, and then regular hip thrust. And you're talking to me while I'm doing this. Why are you talking to me while I'm doing this? He came up to me talking about Because first of all, only men approach me in the gym. Some are friendly, so I do talk to them, and then some are just like, you know, a little weird. No one approached me, unfortunately. One lady did say, "Oh, good job," but that was it. But so I was talking to one of my gym buddies, and then after we got done talking, he saw this guy he knew, or this guy he saw saw him and started talking to him. So I'm doing my one leg hip thrust or whatever. The dude comes up to me talking about, I ain't gonna say nobody's name, blase, or I'm gonna say John. John said, "You got a crush on me." I said, "Huh?"
He accused you of having a crush on that man?
No, he said you got a crush on me. Like, he comes up to me and tells me I have a crush on him. He's like, "John said you got a crush on me." I said, "Huh?" And he said, "John said you got a crush on me." I said, "I have a boyfriend."
Exactly. You don't know my life. I could be married. And I have 10 kids.
I'm over here on my back doing the thing, and you come up to me saying
that? I actually watch a TikTok, right, of this girl. I usually follow. I don't know her username, but anyway, I follow her because she really has like good workouts, and I like body workouts, like where I have to use my whole body. Mm-hmm. And I follow her for that reason. And she said that she bought a ring at H&M and she puts it on her finger, and it doesn't stop people from talking to her, but she said there is that hesitation.
Right.
And I'm like, that's what women have to do, you know, just to like block away the unnecessariness.
Yeah. But I do want to talk about the professions that I seen that was crazy though. Yes, I do want to get into that. So let's talk first about the nurses and urologists. Okay. I'm on the duty. I'm here to help you, especially the urologist. I'm making sure your urinary tract is straight and that you can have kids. And you thinking about having kids with me?
My mom's a nurse. And there have been times where, like, I feel like people try her. And again, it goes back to, like, I am working. You know, I can lose my job for getting your number.
Right.
I can lose my job for answering your question. Let's say you ask me, am I single? I can lose my job for saying, yes, I'm single. You know what I mean? So it's like, you are not on the line. Because even after I answer your question and I say, yes, I'm single, you're not giving me a job if I lose my job or if I get a penalty or whatever, you know, a warning at work or whatever. Like, you're not going to help me out.
Yeah.
So it's like,
you just flirting with me just for fun, but you put me in danger.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, it's just, this topic is just like so crazy because
it's really sad.
It is sad. It is really sad. It happens so much. It's like, sometimes I feel like, I don't want to say men, but we are talking about men.
Yeah.
But sometimes,
and not just black men. We're not talking about just black men.
Yeah, men in general. Yeah. You know, I feel like sometimes they don't think to themselves, like, because this is the thing, right? Mm-hmm. If you walked into a man's office and he was in a suit and, let's say he was a lawyer, right? His suit and tie, he's working, whatever. He is going to be so goddamn professional. And you might even be like, oh, he's so handsome. Yeah. He's so professional. Yeah. You're not going to try that man. You will absolutely not. You're not going to question him. How long have you been a lawyer? Mm-hmm. Can you help me out of the situation? You're not going to question him.
Right.
You're not going to question whether he's married. Even if you see a ring on his finger, you know, as much as you think to yourself, oh, this man is so delicious. You're not going to be like, oh,
I was thinking.
Yes. Do you want to talk about our case over dinner? No, you're not going to say that.
Yeah.
Because you know you walked in there for a reason and you're walking out there hoping that the reason you walked in there for is being resolved. Yeah, right. Or, you know what I mean? But man, guys, you know I love my TikTok. Mm-hmm. I always watch these videos of like women that wax and like how they say men get stuffies during their wax, and it's like,
how
they understand it to a certain extent, but it's very uncomfortable.
How do they even understand it? Like, it's so much pain, especially for men.
Exactly, that's what I thought.
Like especially for men, it's so much pain. Like, their skin around the area is so thin,
loose, and
you're like, getting excited.
That's what I was like.
And you're coming, but also some on the walls everywhere.
Some women and men, they like
pain. That's really weird.
That time.
Let me not say that's weird.
That's not weird because everyone has their preference.
It's weird to me though.
But in that specific situation, that pain is just so different.
That would scare me if somebody came.
That's not even just. That's like, it's first hot. and then someone is rubbing it, and that is just a different pain.
It hurts so bad. I can't even. Exactly. I saw a story like that too on Twitter.
And I go like regularly, and it still hurts.
Right.
I've been going for a whole year, and it still hurts. So what are you on?
And then the one I saw with the waxer, I'm not sure if you saw the same one, but the one I saw with the waxer, he came like everywhere. And he didn't even she asked him to clean it up, and he said no.
I've seen like one with like pre-cum, but I've never seen one where they like say.
Everyone on Twitter, like everyone I saw the waxer on Twitter was saying they was doing it everywhere. Like
it's just like, like it's just, I haven't seen masseuse on Twitter that speak about how like certain men would come in at a certain time, like at night, like they want to be the lost client. Well, why are you trying to be the lost client?
And asking for a happy ending.
Why are you trying to be the lost client? And even if I am the kind of masseuse to give you a happy ending, right? Don't try me every day,
right? And then I seen one, the same thing, not the same thing with like the same situation, but it would be one man who came in and he will always ask for the youngest woman to do it. And then this older woman, she would notice his patterns, and she said, unless you're getting it done by me, you can't get it done by nobody. Because you would ask for the youngest person.
That's absolutely right. That is absolutely right. Because what? Her hands are softer, that's why you like her. Because we use lotion here every day, so all of our hands are soft.
Right. And I'm more experienced, obviously.
Girl, I'm under pressure.
Right.
You know, because I need the I just need to be, you know. Now you want the one with the light hands?
Right.
Why? No. You're supposed to be closing your eyes anyway when you get a damn massage.
Right. How do you feel comfortable coming into a place of work and then asking for the youngest? Oh, that's just so creepy.
That's my thing. Like, you as the person that's offering the service, like, you even feel uncomfortable because obviously at work you guys speak like this. That's the client. That's the client. Watch, she's gonna ask for whoever and whoever. Like, you feel uncomfortable. It's the same thing like with nurses or just many different things. Like, certain people go in there in certain workspaces because, I don't know, maybe Nia's better at doing her job. But other people go in there because they want Nia for other reasons. You know, and it's sad. It's really sad. Because I'm here at work to do my job, not to please and pleasure you.
Yeah, and the two that really broke my heart were the animal shelter and the morgue.
I don't get the animal shelter one.
I get the morgue one. Man.
I actually get the morgue one because I was watching. This is actually not funny, but I was watching this thing on TikTok. They have like these like short film things. I always watch them, and there was one. It's all about morgue stuff. There was one when like people were eating the bodies, and then the little boy realized that like the meat is tasting good or whatever. And then there was another one where people were doing things to the dead bodies, which that is insane to me.
Like even when you're dead, you can't be at peace. Like
but do you know how crazy that is?
Yeah, I can't even imagine that because like even when I'm going to like wakes and funerals, I cannot really go near a dead body.
Mean like
the not being.
But that's my thing. Like how, and I know like it's a trained profession to like do the abominations and all of that stuff, but like how do you do things to a cold, dead,
lifeless corpse?
That's like death rape,
right?
Like I don't understand it. Like,
girl,
I'm sorry, but like that's something I could just never understand. Like, dead or alive, I would sue the shitness out of you.
No, dead, I'm haunting you.
Girl,
I'm haunting the hell out of you.
Next day you dead.
Right.
Next day
that should be a curse. That should be a curse to sleep with dead people.
I hope I'm taking you to hell.
Right.
Like I'm like, yo devil, I got one for you.
Yeah.
Fresh out of
looking down. Hey, get him.
This is the one. Like I'm handing him over to you or her over to you. Like that is just insane.
Yeah. This whole conversation.
I mean, if there's even people that do things to like you know, when people are put under, when they get anesthesia.
Oh yeah, anesthesia. That's like the doctors and stuff, the nurses and stuff.
What?
That's a lot of women patients want women doctors and nurses because of that same situation. Like it was a nurse who just not just went to jail, but he went to jail a minute ago because when his female patient was under anesthesia, he raped her and she got pregnant.
I mean, some doctors even do that where they don't use
gloves.
No, they don't use the sperm. That's
they use their sperm.
There
was a whole documentary about that.
Yeah, I know. I think that's the one I'm talking about. Where he has like over 100 kids. Like, I am putting my trust in you. It's just, it's
sad.
There's actually no words for it. Like,
it's words for it. It's disgusting. It's sad. It's pitiful. It's abomination. It's so many words.
It is definitely an abomination. Like, you should. I know this is like cruel of me to say this, but you should get hung for something like that.
You should. It's not cruel.
Like, you should not even. They should electrocute you.
Because whatever the worst is, you should get it.
The worst is, I don't even know. But you should
I
get
know. I feel like the worst is like drowning or something.
I don't know, electrocution.
Well, or burning in a fire.
Drowning? Oh, okay, we should have.
Oh, yeah.
Because, girl.
Listen.
I watched.
Let's simmer down on this one.
Yeah, I watched another podcast, not going to mention it, but it's a really good podcast, and they talk about all those things, but anyway.
Really?
I'm definitely the type of person, way off topic, definitely the type of person that would get away with the murder.
Oh my gosh. We're just going to scratch it. We're going to scratch it.
Because the things I be watching,
Lord have mercy. We gonna actually, let's simmer down on this conversation and get to a little light topic.
Yeah, but back to men trying women's occupations.
Yeah. It's a no. It's a no for me. It's like, no for me. It's the internet. I wanted to say this earlier. The internet exists for a reason. Like, if you're really questioning her, her abilities and her education credentials. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Go on, look her up. Go on LinkedIn. Go on, like, you know what I'm saying, her company. See what she has.
If you don't find enough information,
go to somebody else.
There's so many.
It's men out there that do therapy.
So many people out there. Like, go to somebody.
You don't have to
else.
go to her. And the thing is, like, I keep reiterating this, they were not going to go to her in the first place. They weren't even going to get therapy in the first place. Half of them, they're just talking just to talk. Like, they trolling at this point.
Testing her. Like she said, they literally just testing her patients.
And I like that a lot of women, Black women especially, are stepping up and telling their stories and also defending her, because it's like, as it should. Like, all these people attacking her, she needs somebody on her side as well. So I do like that. Is a bunch of people sticking up for her.
Yeah, it's really sad. I mean, like, in this specific situation, these days you do see a lot more Black therapists and doctors and all that
which I like
stuff.
that. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it took us a long time to get here.
It did.
And the fact that we can't just, like, we are so programmed that, it's a Black female therapist. Mm-hmm. It's not a Black male therapist, so I have to question her, because I don't think they would have.
So?
I don't think they would have questioned a Black male therapist, Nia. Because I've seen
only because he's a man.
I've seen situations where people question Black female doctors.
Only because they're double minority.
But it's like, it doesn't mean I'm Black and a female. I can't do my job.
Well, honestly, I feel like they question. I feel like the race doesn't have a lot to do with it. I think it's like the gender, if I'm being honest, because even like a white female doctor, they're probably going to question her just because she's a woman.
Yeah, but not as much as they're going to question.
Not as much, but she's still going to get questioned.
You still would see more white female doctors than you would most probably Black male doctors.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also a lot of white male and female doctors have higher positions, I'm sure, in hospitals. They have more authority in hospitals. So it's still, Black women are still always going to feel the pressure.
Yeah, for sure.
So I just feel like we should, instead of questioning, either you
do
support
your research
us
yourself,
or you don't.
Yeah.
But don't disrespect me.
Right.
Don't. And it also, I don't think we think about it, but it also goes back to why sometimes Black women don't choose certain jobs for such situations, for such reasons. Like,
they be like, are they going to take me serious?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes Black women have to tell themselves, well, I have to do this and this and this, so that I was watching one of the short videos on TikTok yesterday, and it was about, like, hair back in the days and how women wouldn't get certain jobs because of the way they looked.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the thing.
Yeah.
Black women have to look a certain way, act a certain way. Most of them have weaves or wigs in because straight hair is considered professional. And that is just, it's just wrong. Because my hair is not straight. My hair does not define how my work ethic is. It doesn't define who I am as a person. And yes, to a certain extent, especially for Black women, hair does give us a lot of confidence. But it doesn't take the ability away that I cannot do my job better than somebody else.
Yeah, and Dove is I'm not sure if you've seen this, but Dove is actually doing a campaign on Black hair and professionalism. It's been on Twitter. I should have sent you this, but it's on Twitter with Black hair and professionalism, and even people are questioning that, like Black women are questioning that, because at the same time, they're putting like they're starting a conversation, but it's centered around a certain type of Black woman. It's centered around a certain type of hair. They're not getting like the actual 4C hair. Yeah. They're getting like the hair that's like, I'm not even gonna lie, they're getting the hair that's like your hair, and and not like
mixed people hair, Black people hair. The thing I was watching yesterday about hair, that's like how it started. Like this Black lady mixed. Her mom was raped by a white man, and she was mixed, and she started this like hair growth oil, and she was treating natural 4C hair, and the lady said to her, you cannot sell to people like us because we are looking at you and be like, baby girl, you have that hair because you mix. So I'm just going off the fact that I think my hair is gonna grow, but I'm not going off the fact that we have the same hair texture. And like that's how like the lady started her own like 4C hair growth oil, and how she was explaining how Black women don't get certain jobs because of their appearance, and how they feel that long straight hair gets them better jobs. So yeah, it is sad that, I think in a lot of situations, Black women, I don't want to say pure Black people, but like Black people with 4C hair, dark skin, I feel like they are not given as much opportunity as like people like myself, light skinned Black people with medium 4C straight, you know what I mean? Like
I will even say, I'm not gonna lie, I will even say like my skin color gets more opportunity than I don't want to say what a Black person looks like, because there's a lot of different... But that's what I'm saying,
like, I don't want to say pure, because there's Black people, it's just like a whole range of Blackness.
Like Black people in a certain category, like darker skin, coarser hair. Yeah. So yeah, I do understand that a little bit. At the same time, I don't, because I don't have that experience. So
yeah, exactly. Because it's like, it's hard to say like I understand, but it's like you don't, because even though you're Black, like for me, for example, I am Black. I'm just light skinned with a softer hair, but I am Black. I'm not mixed at all, But it's sad that they would still choose me over someone that's darker with softer hair, with coarser hair. Yeah, it's just, I'm actually looking, there's a doll right opposite us. Like, in my head, I'm thinking to myself, like, even such things like that. Like, when I was younger, there was not many dolls like that.
Girls do white dolls. They would do white dolls.
Blue eyes,
white babies.
My little baby doll was a white one.
Right. American Girl doll, change it up a little bit. But I do want to let you know, Kaya, I know I'm saying this on air.
Well, what are you going to say, girl? Hold on now.
This This might be my last episode with Time Like This.
She's so funny.
I really had a good run, and it was really fun, but I had to transition
to I need to pee. April Fools.
April Fools. We all know. We all know that every day is a celebration.
On some transition. Transition to what, girl?
What? Transition to what?
You said, I do need to transition.
I said, I do need to tell you this.
Yeah, then you said you need to transition into bigger things or whatever the hell you were saying.
Girl, I did not say transition at all. We're going to run the takes back. I did not say transition at all.
Yo, she said transition.
We know that every day is a celebration, and today we are celebrating
April Fool's Day.
So... Kaya didn't really get got like that, because I'm not the best liar.
Oh, boo, baby, she sucks at lying.
Make sure y'all are not out here getting got on this April Fool's Day.
Yes, don't let them get you, guys. Don't let them get you. But I really need to go potty.
Okay, we can wind down. That's me winding down.
Not even gonna lie, this ain't no April Fool's, girl. So love you guys.
Well, let's wind down. During our wind downs, we used to do what we took from the conversation, but I think wind down, we should just talk about
I think for me, what I took from this conversation is that as women, we shouldn't allow what happens to us to define how we grow. Like for example with this Nicole lady, I think that whether she continues seeing male clients or not, she'll still grow. She'll still be great in her job, and she should not let what happened stop her from growing. Mm-hmm. So that's my take from it. You know, like, no matter what job you have, no matter what occupation you go into, whether it's a male figure trying you, whether it's racism that tries you, whether it's, let's be honest, women try each other too, right? Yeah. Jealousy, all of that stuff, that's all comes in play. So don't let any of that take away who you can become. Michael B. Jordan actually posted something, and he said, I can't remember exactly what he said, but he posted something that said, I'm not looking at other people and comparing it to what I have, because I am better than what I was last year.
Yeah.
And that's just what you have to take from it.
Compare yourself with yourself.
Yeah. You are your own competition. Right. Because your friend can be a millionaire and you can be a poorly air. Mm-hmm. And the type of person that you are can be way better than how much money your friend has. So you are your own competition. And that's basically my take from this.
Okay. My takeaway is I really appreciate that Nicole Lewis, I'm going to say her whole name, really stood her ground and didn't let anybody like question her ability to do anything. I feel like that's one thing that we all should do. We should all be willing to learn and take constructive criticism, but at the same time, we should never let anybody like tear us down.
Don't let it define you.
Yeah, don't let it define us, and don't let it tear us down to the point where it's like, damn, can I really do this for real?
And Nicole, girl, I'm just here to say I support you.
Yeah.
And you did your thing, girl.
I support you and every other person that's like telling their story on Twitter and on social media.
And you handled it very well, Nicole. Yeah. You know that song when Whitney Houston says, I salute you, girl. And that's on period.
Well, we're just going to wrap this up. Our first episode back was pretty good. I like the conversation.
Yes, we love you guys. And we're going to have a live soon. I really need a party, guys.
Okay.
I really need a party. I might need to wrap it up.
Make sure you follow us on social media at atlt.podcast. If you want to follow our social pages by ourselves, mine is the Nia Tyler, and Kaya's is Kaya 001. We're probably going to have an event coming up soon, but we're just going to let you guys know about that. And I really appreciate y'all tuning in. So bye.